the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Brilliantly's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Well, hello. You. Welcome into another edition of Brainley's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all of you here. Y'all saw the thumbnail. You know my voice, and damn it, you know why you're here. So let's get to it, y'all, because a lot happened today. Oh, it did. I think I have the perfect intro for this one right here. So let me do that one more time because Hire is waiting. Wait for it. Hang on. Wait for it. Come on. We're live on tour here. Come on now. Try that again. There we go. Hire is waiting. Lower's available. But either way, we got to go on tour. There we go. Yes, indeed. Now let me take down that kind of control there. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is a me. Yes, indeed. Glad to have all you here. There's only one intro that I feel that, listen, maybe this might explain why everything's happening the way it is. Let's watch. I think y'all know this song well. So if you know that song well, and I think you do, you know that song because of Monique. And that sitcom was all about a mom and daughter going to school. Well, the daughter wanted to go to school. The mama was obsessed over a professor that never really wanted her. Do you see where I'm going here? Sometimes people will make up their own obsessions to say that people are hating on them, when people are really drinking their water, minding their black-owned business, and going on tour. And if you notice with Monique, right, she has held on to how many people have wronged her, this, that, and the third, and everything in between, right? And I remember everything that happened, the Peeking Through the Blind series, when the intruder was you the whole time. And you know what's really funny, right? When people try to be a solution, it's never good enough. So you go and make yourself a problem to everybody else's detriment, right? But the gag is, what goes around comes back around. Because you were the same motherfucking heifer who said that you were going to work with Tyler Perry. Thank you so much, Sophia. Glad to have you here. You were the same heifer that said, I'm going to get to work with Tyler Perry before Shay Renee got to 8,000 subscribers. Shay Renee got to 8,000 subscribers. Child. That's not my chip. Thank you, Sophia. Much love to you. Now, I do recall, if I'm not mistaken, that we'll get to what happened today here in a little bit, y'all. I'm just trying to rack my brain around so much, because you posted also to Shay Renee's child and husband online. Yeah, you did that, and then bringing up mug shots, doxing people, this, that, and the third. And you know what's really funny? Nobody on YouTube who supports you is saying shit. I found that very interesting because, like I said, it's not so much, hey, Marletto Botanics, welcome in, glad to have you here. And Sophia, welcome in, glad to have you here too. It's not so much the noise of how everybody wanted to be right. That's the most shocking thing, but it's the silence of them not wanting to be wrong. That's the gag for me. Because when I did the Numbers Don't Lie live, first it was nobody's watching them. Then it was, oh, he got a few subscribers. Then, he got 3,000 subscribers. So congratulations, you played yourself. Because you know that you were watching me. Now, in addition to that, going after Caramel Rail, going after Winte Talks, and, you know, this is the thing, right? To be so defensive, right, about you not doing anything wrong, that's saying a lot. You want to put here, there, everywhere, you want to put here, there, everybody's name out, right, publicly. But yet nobody can find out who you are, right? And as I lay here in my bed at 1 million views, by the way, yeah. And let's do that one more time, just a little bit louder. Because when I went through what I went through, a lot of people left unnecessarily. But you know what? I'm glad it happened because it forced me to know who I am, know whose I am, and figure out how to move accordingly. Did beyond the gates of the beginning and just kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. By the way, shout out to giving you the real tea and that he makes it through his dialysis. You also went after somebody who got transplant for a kidney. You know what's funny? Karma may not come to your address now, but it will eventually come because you may need a transplant one day yourself. See, we always think we know, right? We always think we know our life and what our life is going to be, this, that, and the third. But life has a way of not only humbling you, but also leveling you off. And shout out to Chef Don Don as well. That's a good brother. I remember when he talked about his asthma and, you know, him being sick and everything in between. He wasn't faking that. And here's the thing, right? You go over to somebody else's channel, and because they didn't say hi to you, you have a grudge against them. I mean, we all know that you don't have the attention span to do a live stream. Oh, I'm sorry, somebody else said that. My bad. But to do a live stream, you got a lot going on. Because in StreamYard, I got the main stage. Of course, I'm doing dual format now, so I got the main stage, the horizontal one, and then the vertical on my left. At the bottom, I got the main camera, my mic levels, and then over on the right-hand side, I have my control room. And then you got chats, then you got banners, then you got me assets and style and notes and people private chat and recording. It's a lot going on here in this self-contained control room. But you thought you were bigger than the program, right? Right? And it's mind-boggling to me that everybody else has been moving on, has been glowing up, and has been going after anything and everything they want to. But yet, you the one that is broken, tattered, and you're a whole garbage dump by yourself with your own behavior. hmm And listen, I'm good over here. I really am. I really am good. I can go to sleep and wake up tomorrow morning knowing that I give love, grace, and space. And not only do I give it, but also am responsible as a person for creating space so that way people know that they're not alone. And to say that you uplift Black women, we had a whole day trial. Where were you? We had a whole Milagro Grams, Meg the Stallion trial. Where were you? Married to Medicine's almost over, right? Rose about to start. We're going to review that. We Ready to Love is come and gone. It's amazing, right? And I think to myself, right, about the movie Fences and how Denzel Washington's character says, it's not my job to like you, it's my job to raise you. And that's the problem. You haven't been raised by anybody. So because you haven't been raised right, life has to whoop your ass. And it's whooping your ass pretty fucking bad. And you know what? The reason why nothing's going to happen to this channel is because of this. Let me show y'all something. Let me show you something real quick. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Because here's our channel over here. Let me just show you. Here it is right here. I just got done with a show right here. 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life. Kiki Shepard passed away. Talked about the Oscars. Some theme park news there about Toon Lagoon. BET Plus going away. Talking about Access Hollywood. That show right there was fire right there. Pastor Jamal Bryant gave my take on that. Tasha K and Bondi Blue redid the Brittany Edie lawsuit. Talked about B. Simone. Talked about Megan Thee Stallion being in Moulin Rouge. Talked about these three disrespectful pieces of shit. One of them raped a woman in a garden in Miami, Florida. The second young man put rocks into her mouth to make her stop screaming and held her down. The third one helped the second brother hold her down. For 30 minutes, that young lady was great. There's been a lot going on in the culture. But all you can do is moan, complain, and bitch. There are some people in life that the reason why they will never be anything of importance to the world is because they're nothing important to themselves. At all. At all. At all. At all. Let me just keep scrolling here. Because this is the content. Since people ask, where's the content? Here it is. It's just mind-boggling to me. Y'all remember that live that I did when I said we got bigger issues at hand about people losing Section 8 housing, people losing Head Start, people losing food stamps, Social Security. There are Black-owned businesses that are losing venture capital because of racism. The government contracts that are no longer available to minorities, and many other things, right? I think about that story of Jonah and the whale, right? And how no matter how crazy, big, and chaotic the storm got, God said, "Go sleep. I got this." And no, you think stories from back then really don't hold any weight. The reason why they don't hold any weight right then is because we don't understand the magnitude of the lesson of that story. But when I went through what I went through and recognized, hold on a second, sure it's a storm, but you're not out. You're not out. You're not out. You got a mom, a dad, and a sister, and brothers and friends and family that care about you. That's a win. You got a YouTube channel that made it to 1 million views off of Black culture. That's a win. Knowing that you can stand on your own regardless if anybody ever shows up or not. That's a win. Being good to people on my job. That's a win. I just got off the phone with a woman today. She asked me to write a recommendation letter for her to pursue a master's degree. She said, I have never read a letter so inspiring, empowering, and overwhelmingly joyful. I'm paraphrasing. But she says, is this a love letter? I'm like, oh, it's an eye of the beholder. But I wrote a recommendation letter for somebody because they believed enough in me that I could be a resource for them. Got a good friend who's in the world of sports. Say, hey, I gotta get you on the YouTube channel sometime, man. I'm so proud of you. I got a friend that she had her own entertainment platform. She was a part of a music label. She brought Megan Thee Stallion to Little Rock, Arkansas before Megan became Megan Thee Stallion. She's pregnant with a child now. So damn proud of her. You know, for a long time when I looked at my family and my friends and the lives that they have going on, I was like, man, why not me? But also I have to recognize everything has an appointed time. And just because it's not your time doesn't mean you can't be happy for them. One of my good friends, he was on CNN. Huge pastor of a church. He's known. Truly. I am more blessed beyond belief. I remember when I thanked everybody at the end of that Tasha K. Bondi Blue Live. You know, my mom has always said, people may not remember what you say, they may not remember what you do, but they'll always remember how you make them feel. And a lot of people recognize how you made them feel. And they didn't like that shit. Not here, not there, not anywhere. And you know what's so funny? There were court documents read today, but I didn't see your best friend read them on their channel. Maybe they are allergic to the truth. Maybe they are allergic to other perspectives. And maybe they are allergic to consuming the fact that maybe their reflection is the one that's fucked up, not everybody else's point of view. You know, just because you put lipstick on a pig doesn't mean that pig needs to be slaughtered. I said that to Beth being beautifully honest because she talked about how, you know, it was a pile on for Tasha K. It's just like, sweetheart, you said you were in the legal field, right? But yet you're big mad that there are lawyers doing YouTube videos and live streams and shorts. You do realize that YouTube can also be a promotional vehicle for your business. But yes, she also said she was an esthetician. But then I said, I wonder if Tasha K said that Beth being beautifully honest and her child had the STD that starts with an H and ends in an S. Would she feel the same way? See, a lot of y'all Y'all had all the smoke for this, that, and everybody in between who just want to stand up for themselves, say, I'm not wishing hell, but my name, my mental health, the strength that I carry matters to me. And I'm going to stand on business about it. Y'all got big mad, big mad, big mad. But you know what the blessing of y'all being big mad is? Y'all were big mad back then, but y'all are big silent now. Y'all were big mad then, but now you're big silent now. Y'all were big mad then, but now you're big silent now. And I remember when I said this was going to prove who's a real content creator, who's not a real content creator. Because I'm seeing some of y'all being some one-trick ponies. Talking about some of the same old shit. Some more than others. You know, I would think being women and men, since we're equal opportunity over here, that you would teach your grandchildren and your children that don't put yourself in a box, but yet your behavior on YouTube showcases differently. I can't hear nobody. You know, I remember when Angry Birds came out. Y'all know that, that game, Angry Birds, where you pull the bird back and you throw the bird at the pigs. I truly feel like this has been the biggest game of Angry Birds ever. We've just been the birds just throwing ourselves at the pigs, just trying to destroy them. And the pigs get big mad that we win different levels. Oh, what happened today in court? That was the game maker saying, hold up. You, the big green pig, doing the most to other people. And so you can attack, but they can't. See, a lot of people on YouTube and on social media, they think there's somebody on YouTube until they get into real life. It's almost like, I was a track star in high school. Okay, well, in real life, no one gives a fuck. I just talked about L'Oreal and how she wore that outfit on a nationally syndicated radio show, but yet she had the black death of black prophecy and black imagination to call somebody corny, even though she didn't say that, but yet she made fun of Michael B. Jordan's name. See, some of y'all move the goalpost because you can't score. Some of you move the goalpost because you can't score. Some of you move the goalpost because you can't score. And when I think about what I've done, on YouTube, I think of interviewing Sonny Minks with 3 with the Team. I think of Dr. Ariel from Bravo's King's Court, rather. I think of the Never Ever Mets and Josh, Millie, Aaron H. and Diamond. I think of Roe from Hard Hustle Houston. I think of Dr. Shanita Horton. I think about the cast members from Ready to Love that I've interviewed. What else can I think about? Oh, that's right. I was on Nickelodeon. That's right. I forgot about that. I was on Nickelodeon in 2003. I was on iHeartMedia at the age of 26. I was on Channel 1 News. I was on ABC News on campus during the election of Hillary Clinton in 47. Remember saying goodbye to Mary on WeTV. I remember being on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. 7.5 million people. Oh, let's not forget I got 2 million views on YouTube. So it is so interesting to me how I can list off what I've done, but yet the ones that support Thirsty Toxicity can't give a fifth, quarter, or a half of their resume. See, when you attack others so hard, you're really just saying I'm hurt. You're really saying I'm damaged. You're really saying I'm broken. But because you don't have the capacity, capability, comprehension of brain cells to form a brain to be responsible for the damage you cause yourself, you're going to take that on other people. And it is quite interesting how we want to rewrite the facts, right? If you aided and abetted in a crime, that don't mean you get the highest charges, but that still means you're guilty, right? So no matter how many times you try to piss and make it rain, you still pissed and you still contributed to somebody bullying on YouTube. And y'all, I think you're not supposed to help somebody who's been terminated. And I think that could get your channel removed. But hey, what do I know though, right? I'm just a black man talking on YouTube. Right? 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 I'm just a black man talking on YouTube. And I know what most people probably are thinking. Well, damn. Ray is speaking right now. Only 2 people are watching. Damn, nobody's really there. He's talking to himself. You notice that every live, every video, and every short has gotten views. I'm not worried about running your race because your race and mine are 2 completely different races. I remember my very first show, I said, this is the after show for the culture, of the culture, by the culture. And I've stuck to it. Sure, we've evolved our content to be more grown, more mature, more more heavy with the punches. But we never got away from our purpose. Never. 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 And I look at it like this. If YouTube was to end today, right? Let's just say if YouTube, shut down today. And everybody got to keep their content, right? And, YouTube said, hey, we're going to allow you to download every single thing. It is your content. I wonder who could download their content knowing that they made some good damn content. I wonder who would have to just let the account go. Mm. 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 I've always looked at support as not so much what you can do for somebody, but the the truest support that you could ever give somebody is not by how many things you can do for me, but it's how you respect me when I'm not around. I'm gonna say it 2 more times. The truest support that really determines a person's worth is not so much the quantity of things they can do for somebody, but it's how they treat people when they're not around. It's not the quantity of things somebody can do for somebody, but it is the truest nature of a person. The truest nature of a person rather comes out when I'm not around you. How do you treat me? That's a real friend. That's a real support. That's a real investor. And, I think about the Low Rock 9 a lot. And I think about how brave they were, how strong they had to be, but also the mental anguish that they were just trying to walk into a school and get an education. And when I think about those 9 people and I hear the issues of, oh, this person did that to this person did that to that person, I feel like some of us are like the Lil right now, just trying to do the best we can. And the haters, They're the white people that just can't stand our existence. You would think, with the world not wanting us around physically or digitally, that we would unite. But what I've come to recognize is that princes and princesses love working in silos. Kings and queens love exploring, love learning, love understanding, right? And I think there's a lot of people that they have a very nice budget to put on a beautiful stage. Oh, when that curtain opens, it's a horrible show. They got a beautiful budget to make a great stage. But when that curtain opens, it's a horrible show. They got a beautiful budget to create a beautiful stage. But when that curtain opens, it's a horrible show. See, I haven't said anything about anybody that I'm not supposed to. Because I don't have to. I'm actually very calm. And I'm calm because I know that what's to come is better than what's been. I'm calm because I know even though I may be down sometimes, that doesn't mean I'm out. But I'm definitely the most calm. Because even though I don't have everybody over here, that also doesn't mean that nobody rocks with me. Because see, we think rocking with somebody is them being in every single live. That's a part of it. We think supporting somebody is super chat, super sticker, super thanks. That's a part of it. Sometimes we feel like that's when we go to live events. That's a part of it. But you notice how all those are different things, right? Sometimes you have to be comfortable with being in peace. And when you don't move in that fashion, it's difficult for you to not know how to move. People who always want noise and chaos and strife, they don't know peace because they don't allow peace into their life. And that's thirsty toxicity. That's her supporters. That's the army. And last time I checked, the army of man has always lost every war, but the cavalry of God has never lost a war. Child, when you can't articulate that you feel threatened, you feel away, you feel off kilter because somebody else is in the room, that means you have some root work to do. And, I know we talk about Tasha K a lot, but some of y'all move like her. Men and women. We're equal opportunity over here. When Tasha K asked for her fans to pay for that GoFundMe, right? The first thing I thought was, oh, okay. Got it. So because you cannot handle the weight of what you've done, you're going to make other people pay for your mistake. Got it. Got it. Got it. And like I said before, with that GoFundMe, if Cardi B and her team come back and say, listen, the fans did a great job, they raised the $3.5 million, but the money actually has to come from you, then that money is null and void and you robbed people of $3.5 million. Now, how does this relate to thirsty toxicity? She wanted an audience that agreed with everything, moved like she moved, and flowed like she flowed because she moves like a curse. What you think about that for a second? She did all that she did as a curse, so that way she could feel justified in her behavior. That's sad. The fact that you have nobody that loves you, nobody who rocks with you the long way, nobody who would even come out on a YouTube live and defend you. That's sad. And we're about to get to the big stuff. I'm just talking for 40 minutes because it's been a lot on my mind. And you know how I always say the reason why some of y'all have lost out on blessings is because you keep listening to curses. It's because it's easier to believe a fantasy that you can control than a reality that you have to be responsible for it. It's easier to control a fantasy, right, than to handle the weight of the reality that you created for yourself. It's easier to live a fantasy where you have no responsibility than to deal with the reality of what you've done. I always say anybody can be a creator, but it takes somebody to be an artist. And I say that because when you create something, right, you're creating from a foundation of who, what, when, where, why, and how. But with an artist, you understand the resources you have, but you throw out those resources and you go for it anyway. They say, as a man thinketh, so is he. So every time that you say somebody's a bum, every time that you talk about kids, every time you say, get a man, you're just really telling on yourself of what you don't have. Mm. I think of the Barney song, I love you, you love me, we one big happy family. With a great big hug and a kiss from me to you, won't you say you love me too? And I think about how many people in life have never got to experience that. The biggest worry that's on my mind right now is all the people that are trying to get to the door to be better, but they can't because of society. But why I don't really worry about that too much? Because behind every thirsty toxicity, right, there is a triumphant there is a triumphant teller that is willing to stand in the gap and do what needs to be done. And as we get ready to go into the big news, do you know why Iron Man, his death was so hurtful? Because we got to see a man who was selfish in his behavior and had to recognize the life that he was existing by his identity. But in order for him to live, in order for him to live with soul, he had to reset his arc reactor. Some of y'all, because you're not calibrated right, your user interface looks at everybody as a problem when you just never upgraded yourself to know that not everybody is a problem. Maybe it's just you. Now, let's get to the news of the day. Because the news of the day, a shout out to T from TV. She said, and I quote, the judge said that, oh, no. You're putting everybody in this lawsuit, but yet nobody knows your name? You got till April 16th to give your full legal name and your address. In addition to that, no speedy discovery. So you can cause hell, or more hell, rather, to other people. And also, too, Tay is not responsible when they talk. She's not responsible for everybody responding. And the judge even said, well, from what the videos indicate, it looks like everybody's responding to you. Oh, because I remember somebody said, well, sometimes you gotta be responsible for what you did. I think that was on episode 3 with the T, huh? And I guess there was somebody that said, oh yeah, I heard she was gonna make sure you wasn't a mod, but yet because you care about that person, you didn't see that maybe that was some bullshit, and maybe you should care about your friend who called you every day than a person who calls hell to your friend. Mm. 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 Oh, my Lord. So, I know that a lot of people could really give two fucks, shits or dams, about what I have to say about this. I'm good with it. I am. Because guess what? Even though I'm off tomorrow, well, I may come up with something. I've been trying to look at something. There was an article that came out. So I didn't tell you about the article, but there is something that came out I do want to get to, but I got to do some more research. But whether I come on tomorrow or not, I have more of a runway to take off than you do. Truly, without a shadow of a doubt, the circumstances that you grew up in, right? The hurt that you've been through, and the rejection that you have never dealt with, that's not anybody else's problem but your own. It's your own problem. It is your own problem. It is your own problem. And I've always have said I miss some of the people that used to be over here. But I'm also good too. And I'm good because I understand that when you're listening to a curse, you're going to look at whoever they see as a curse as well. But now that the truth has come out, do you still see everybody as a curse now? because you believe what that person has told you? Or are you looking at them as a curse because you don't want to deal with the weight that maybe they were just a blessing that got portrayed as a curse? Mm, mm, mm. Some of the best moments in my life has been with my family. And I remember just talking with my mom about how blessed I was. Every family reunion, every barbecue, every event that we always had fun. Everybody got fed. Everybody got to connect. And sometimes I wonder, how in the world can I love so many people in this world? And I think it's because of the family I was born into. I think about my uncles and aunties and grandpas and grandmas, my nieces, my nephews, and everybody. And you think about that family tree and how big it is, right? But what you don't recognize is that it takes every branch, right? It takes every branch to create that shade. And maybe the reason why I'm able to love is because I understand the weight of the tree that I'm a part of. So are there times where I wanted to lose it? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Were there times where I really wanted to do some things? Absolutely. Were there some times that I really just wanted to just drop off the face of the earth in terms of social media? Absolutely. But you know what I recognize with that? When you drop off, you also drop off your opportunity to move forward. When you drop off, you also drop off your opportunity to move forward. When you drop off, you also drop off your opportunity to move forward. And the biggest way to showcase that you're somebody is to keep showing up. Like I always say in our anthem, just because we're not seen by everybody doesn't mean we're not being seen by who needs to see us. Give me a moment. Oh God. I have this picture of me as a kid. Got some dust on it. It's a little Braylon right there. Hang on, wait. That's me right there. That little Braylon there. Man, I was at Lowe's. I was building something. Little did I know that when I had this apron on, that I was in an environment to know that I could be more. That's the Build and Grow program at Lowe's. And when I think about how I've built and have grown things over the years in my life, sorry there. When I think about how much I've built and grown over the years, I don't think about how many people know what I do. I think about the joy in the journey. I think about the failures that happened to me. I think about the times I've been able to be a safe place to fall for people. I think about the times in my life when I go back home to Little Rock, Arkansas. I can still remember everything of my childhood. I can remember the places. I can remember the people. I can remember the sights, the sounds, the wonders. Change is difficult. The reason why change is difficult is because we are so used to the consistency of what's comfortable. My parents have always said, one thing in life is guaranteed is change. Now, you can allow change to heal you, or you can allow change to destroy you. And if you're wondering why some people are not going off about this, that, and the third, because when you've overcome so much, you can be at peace with not trying to do the most to other people. A friend of mine asked me that. He said, is there anybody you want to get revenge on? I'm like, bruh, the more I try to damage others, God can damage me and what could come from me and mine. So, April 16th is not that far away. We will see what ends up happening. But if she's truly about it, she'll reveal her name. But if not, the case will get dismissed. And I don't think she thought that could be an option. Because see, it's very easy to herd a flock of sheep that have no mind. But when you get to somebody who knows how to handle a flock, that's when the game changes. Shout out to that judge for seeing the bullshit. Shout out to every single content creator that has stood on business, that's about their business, and they've continued to make their business. Shout out to every subscriber that also saw through the bullshit and just said, hey, could there be another side of this? I'll end it with this. I truly think about Black Wall Street a lot. I do. And how all that burned down because people didn't like to see us rise up. The gag is that was a physical Black Wall Street that burned down. But here's the aha moment of that. Whether it's a physical Black Wall Street or a cultural Black Wall Street, some of us want to burn down things because we feel that we're not being seen, we're not being heard, we're not being embraced. But shall I suggest to you that maybe the real reason why you're big mad and you want to burn down every person, place, and thing is because maybe Nobody wanted to build you up. Nobody wanted to invest in you. You can't change what has happened. You can't. All you have is right now. And some of our own folks that will burn down our own Black Wall Street, you say, we ain't got nothing. You know, what you burn down for somebody else eventually gets back on you. If you don't understand somebody trying to do the best they can, just leave them alone. Because the journey they're on, that journey might come back around and be a blessing to you. In the words of Cat Williams, if you want me to tell a better history of you, you should have treated me better. I will end it with this as we get ready to wrap this up, because I'm not going to be on here too long. But I think about Coca-Cola and how it was two people. One person had one half of the formula, the other person had the other half of the formula. And that formula's been around 100 years. Why in the world is it that we are fascinated by circumstances of heavy significance? I would like to say that we are inspired by that because maybe all we're trying to do is find our significance. A lot of you want to be significant in being on the side of right, when you completely forgot that the only way to be happy is to recognize the whole story, not just the story you want to tell. So, where do we go now? Right? Where do we go from here? Well, I know one thing. I'm going to play this anthem and then I'm going to get off of here. But the best thing I can say to all of you is to truly recognize that your storehouse matters. Everything that you've worked for matters. And never negate who you have impacted along your journey. One person may see you as a heavyweight, but another person might see you as a tool for strength. One person might see you as a heavyweight. Another person may see you as a tool for strength. One person may see you as a heavyweight. Another person may see you as a tool for strength. The amazing thing about weights can kill you and weights can build you up. I hope that moving forward, we recognize that instead of investing in strength of hate and lifting that up, how about we lift up that strength of being good to people? That's all I got for y'all. It's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you weren't born special, because you are always one of blessed and trust. You may not be where you want to be. By the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Well, that's one thing to call yourself. It's another thing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully, by spending time together, rise be great together. Now, always remember, we're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or just recognizing that maybe instead of having a thirsty toxicity energy, maybe we should be about helping people be triumphant and telling the good of what can be. Make sure the replay is not just for if you watch it, not just for if you listen to it, but if you want to experience it again. I love you. I value you. I embrace you all. Always remember, see love, you gotta give it. See love, you gotta give it. See love, you gotta give it. Whatever obstacles you've overcome, whatever successes you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you. But no one else is proud. Be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, when you are so caught up in who is viewing you, you forget to give a fuck about the quality. The ones who have the longest careers are not the ones that are the most known. It's the ones that care about the quality, care about the purposefulness of the quantity of ways that they can give, but they make sure that that destiny is about diversity, equity, inclusion, belonging, and connecting everyone and not dividing everybody apart. Make sure the replay is not just for you watch it, not just for the super for you want to experience it again. I love you. I value, I embrace you all. And I thought about one of my mom's all-time favorite shows, Touched by an Angel. Think about Della Reese and how there were situations in life that could not be explained. And while you may not get every answer in life, there's always an angel girl or an angel boy around the corner waiting to bless you. Do not let what happened to you determine that there's no angel boys and no angel girls who care about you. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love. I'll send it right back to you. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything.
Hey, beautiful bullish. Good to see you, my friend. I hope all is well with you. I am very proud to be standing, to be moving, and to follow that sweet unfolding of an antique mystery. And to know that even though it's an antique mystery, that doesn't mean I'm not finding great joy in it. Of the discoveries, of the hidden paths, of the guardians, of the truthers, in the words of Josh Peck. But most of all, I'm so grateful that at the beginning, middle, end of the day, that if I am never to rise to the highest of heights, I am so at peace to know that whatever heights I go to, not only am I at peace with knowing that there can be more, but I'm at peace to know that what I have matters. Thank you, beautiful bullish, for dropping through, my friend. One love, much love, all love to you. To the rest of you, one love, much love, all love to you. I may or may not be on tomorrow for, a theme park live. I'm still doing some research on that. But if you don't see me tomorrow, Just know I'm off. But Friday we'll be together again, and just know that when I say I truly feel the love is sending right back to you, that's not because of how many times y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's not because of how many times I get DMs. That's not because of how many times, I talk about what I want that y'all support me. I say I feel the love is sending right back to you because on the day that you believe that nobody loves you is the day I want you to know that regardless if we ever meet in person or if we meet virtually, know that you truly matter. Know that you're truly cared for. And know that you are such a you are such a remote control of possibilities. Never forget to turn yourself on and experience all the life that God has for you. I really mean that. I love every person because I know what the other side of that is. What has hate ever done except cause division? Love has always caused multiplication. Maybe the reasons why we are where we are as a society is because we love to divide and subtract rather than add and multiply. One love, much love, all love. I feel love is sending right back to you. Good night, everybody. Love you. Hope. Bye-bye.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Pray lonely, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylonly's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean in, feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylonly's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylonly got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylonly's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand, and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power, to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be. Braylonly, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free. Trust and believe, it's entertainment, news done our way with. Braylonly, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because
I've been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.
Good morning, TikTok. Can I have your attention, please? Girl, are you ticking? Are you talking? Because knowledge is knocking. Then I want to talk to you real quick about ignoring a bitch. Oh, there's power in turning the other cheek. Now, I'm going to tell you something. One thing about people that like to throw shade, you don't fight shade with shade. The only thing that overrides and destroys the shade is the sunlight. See, your light got to be so bright that you keep that bitch where they belong, in the shadows, the dark. The bitch is invisible, and we don't see you, girl. See, you don't go back and forth with a person that's hating on you, because when you do that, you become just like them, a weak bitch. So the next time they mention your name in a status, or your name come up in a conversation, don't respond because you're too high to look that low. We can't go back and forth with people that we can't reach and that's not on our level. We not sitting at the same table eating the same meals.